Jai Gurudev children, today we are going to start next chapter, The Sound of Music. It consists of two parts. Part 1 deals with Evelyn Glennie, written by Deborah Coyle, and the second part deals with Bismillah Khan, which is about the legendary Shehnai player from India. Starting with the first part, Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it, throws light on the life of famous Scottish multi-percussionist Evelyn Glennie and the struggles she faced to become a successful musician. She is a talented performer who knows how to play several instruments perfectly. It is interesting to note that although she is completely deaf, she has an extraordinary ability to sense music through her body rather than her ears. Evelyn was not born deaf, but she lost her hearing ability by the time she was 11 years old. Whilst she faced difficulty in hearing, that did not bog down her determination to pursue music. Evelyn was more keen to learn the xylophone at school when percussionist Ron Forbes recognized her potential. He encouraged her to sense the music through her body instead of her ears. After that, there was no looking back. Evelyn continued to scale newer heights ever since, and when she auditioned at the Royal Academy of Music, she scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Music Academy. She received several laurels, accolades, and awards for her extraordinary par excellence performances on the global platform. In 1991, the Royal Philharmonic Society honored her with the prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Anne Richrain of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children stated that Evelyn is a beaming inspiration to the specially abled people. Thus, Evelyn Glennie continues to set an example by motivating everyone around her with her determination and delights millions of people with her outstanding performances. In part 2 of the Sound of Music chapter, we learn about Ustad Bismillah Khan, the Shehnai legend, and how the music instrument Shehnai came into being. The Shehnai was first played in the Mughal emperor's chamber by a barber of a family of professional musicians. He chose a pipe with holes in it and played it by closing and opening some of these holes, thereby creating melodious sounds from the instrument. Legendary Indian Shehnai player Ustad Bismillah Khan was a maestro who popularized this musical instrument and gave it a global platform. He belonged to a renowned family of musicians and created new tunes and ragas, which had not been explored before. From a young age, he was deeply inspired by the flowing waters of river Ganga and would play on its banks at the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maiya. Bismillah Khan had a secular upbringing as he loved Banaras and would naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple on the banks of the holy river Ganga. In 1938, Bismillah Khan got his big break with the inauguration of All India Radio in Lucknow. Later, when India became independent of the British rule on 15 August 1947, Ustad Bismillah Khan was the first Indian invited to play the Shehnai as he greeted the nation with his stirring performance. Over the years, he achieved infinite success and garnered immense praise from music lovers, both nationally and internationally, for his soulful renditions. He was bestowed with several accolades and awards in India such as the Padma Vibhushan, the Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri. He was also the recipient of the highest civilian honor in India, that is the Bharat Ratna. Ustad Bismillah Khan represented India on the global stage. He was the first Indian who was invited to perform at the distinguished Lincoln Center Hall in the USA. He also participated in the Cannes Art Festival, the World Exposition in Montreal and the Osaka Trade Fair. He was so popular that an opera house in Tehran was named after him, that is Tehar Mosque Ustad Bismillah Khan. Despite having numerous opportunities far and wide, The music maestro was very fond of India, particularly Banaras, and his native town, Dumrao. On 21st August 2006, Ustad Bismillah Khan breathed his last after a prolonged illness and left a legacy of soulful music behind him.